Hurricane Erin getting closer to the East Coast tonight, so there are warnings at beaches from Long Island to the boroughs to the Jersey Shore. Rip currents and dangerous waves, the big concerns.
Our team of reporters have had a close eye on the shoreline all day long, and just moments ago, brand new details coming in on the storm.
Meteorologist Jeff Smith in for Lee tonight. Jeff, what do we know right now?
You know what we've been noticing during the day today, the winds right around the core of the storm have actually been weakening, but the problem is the storm is expanding in size. It's nearly double the size that it was when it was a Category 5 back over the weekend. So it's producing a tremendous amount of wave energy over the western Atlantic Ocean and moving up toward the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Going to move just east of there later on tomorrow night into Thursday. Actually, some tropical storm warnings for the Outer Banks. And then moving several hundred miles south and east of the tri-state area coastline during, say, latter Thursday into very early Friday, but sending tremendous waves in our direction. So we have a high surf advisory in effect for all of our beaches for tomorrow right through Thursday and Friday. And we're talking about 6 to 10 foot waves tomorrow at the New York City and Jersey Shore beaches. Long Island beaches, 7 to 11 feet tomorrow, and it could be up to 15 feet during the day on Thursday when the storm makes its closest pass. In addition to that, water is going to be piling up along the coastline. And that means there could be some coastal flooding at the time of high tide, especially for the Thursday evening high tide cycle, maybe all the high tide cycles during the day on Friday. So down the Jersey Shore, we now have a coastal flood watch in effect. This can be expanded onto Long Island, parts of the New York City area, as well as we head into the day tomorrow. So the upshot of all this is life-threatening rip currents, high surf, and beach erosion. It's a no-brainer that this is going to cause significant impacts right at the beach, right through Friday, especially the south shore of Long Island and the Jersey Shore. Locally heavy rain tomorrow. There's a little caveat added in here. This can lead to localized flooding. This is not rain directly from Erin. What it is a front that'll be moving in, which ordinarily would have moved right through, is going to be held up because Erin is situated offshore. So some of these downpours can kind of sit over the same areas over and over again and cause some heavy rainfall that could cause some localized flooding, maybe even some flash flooding in some areas as we head into tomorrow night. So check out the Futurecast. I want to illustrate what's happening. So you have Erin down here. You have the front moving in from the north and west. Instead of moving right through, it's going to stall over our area tomorrow night, and that can cause some heavy rainfall. You see the core of Erin remaining, thankfully, well off to our south and east and finally getting out of our hair by Friday and into the weekend. So overnight tonight, clouds increasing, maybe a shower or two by morning. Showers become steadier rain during the day tomorrow, maybe even heavier during the afternoon. And it could be some flooding downpours into tomorrow evening. Those rainfall chances could even last into Thursday morning, and then we finally dry things out just in time for the weekend. Many more details, including the wind impact, which could impact Long Island with some 40-mile-per-hour gusts on Thursday. We'll talk about that in your AccuWeather 7-day forecast coming up. Sade, Mike?
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Now to the concerns at beaches in our area. New York City beaches are closed until at least Friday.
And beaches on Long Island and New Jersey monitoring conditions hour by hour. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger with that part of our coverage.
Lifeguards cleared out the swimmers at the end of this Coney Island beach day. And they won't be allowed back until the end of the week.
Most of the time, the waves were like pretty calm, but then when I left the water, it started to get kind of rough.
9-year-old Camilla was smart getting out before things got too rough. A massive storm churning hundreds of miles away.
It's normally very calm here, very quiet, and you look out there, there's some action.
That action from Hurricane Erin. Its effects enough for the Parks Department to ban swimmers at all city beaches tomorrow and Thursday amid fears of rip currents capable of sweeping even the best swimmers away.
No swimming, because this can cause rough rip tides and high waves, and we want you to be safe even if you are an experienced swimmer.
New York is dodging a bullet from this storm, which is bigger than the entire state of Florida and expected to hug the eastern seaboard before it curves out to sea. It'll come closest to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, where an angry ocean is fueling concerns about beach erosion. ABC's Victor Okendo is there.
What this front end loader is doing is pushing up some of that sand to try to fortify the dune.
Back at Coney Island, the fear is more about swimmers who ignore the warnings and risk their lives, as well as those of the first responders who might have to save them.
At the end of the day, it's in your best interest not to go in, but you'll always have the wise guys who try to go in.
Hurricane Erin will be passing harmlessly way out at sea, but it is hard to miss the storm's effects already in the form of a stiff breeze here at the Coney Island boardwalk and at coastal spots all across the tri-state area where restrictions are already being put into place. My colleague Stacey Sager spent the day on Long Island, but first, Tony Yates down the Jersey Shore.
You know, these waves, they are absolutely awesome to watch, but so very dangerous to challenge. And that will be the case all week, according to the experts who are asking us all to heed the warnings to stay out of the water.
Strict rules already in place all along the south shore of Long Island. This beach, Lido West, is probably the biggest concern here in the town of Hempstead because it has the least amount of sand.
Our team of reporters and meteorologists will be tracking every move Erin makes over the next couple of days and its impacts right here in the tri-state.